and today's tutorial is about working with arrays and files. When working with files, remember to include using system.io, and also don't forget to put all your code inside a try and catch statement so that you can catch any exceptions that may occur. Now, the first step to writing contents of an array to a text file is to create an array, initialize it with some values. Then secondly, create a stream writer variable, mine is output file, create a file here and associate it with your stream writer variable. Then in a for loop, write all the contents of your array to your file, like I have done there. Then when you're done writing all your content of all the contents of your array to your file, then you should not forget to close your file. Then you let the user know that the task has been done. Let's run the program. Now, to know that the program has done its task, we should be seeing this message, done writing to WeCodeMembers.txt. Now, we're gonna wait hopefully a few seconds for Visual Studio to show our output. It's executing. There we go, done writing to WeCodeMembers.txt. That was writing an array's contents into a file. Now let's do the second part of this tutorial, which will be reading the contents of an array, reading the contents of a file, into an array. There's the second part, reading values from a file and storing them into an array. You have to declare a constant of a size declarator. Then you create your array with a constant size declarator there. Then you create a stream reader variable. You open your file. Our file is still WeCodeMembers.txt, and you associate that file with your stream reader variable. Then you must remember to have a counter so that you can step through each element of your array, populating it minus index. Now in a while loop, you're going to be reading each line. You're going to be reading your file line by line, like I'm doing here. You're going to be reading your file line by line and storing each line in its own element, in its own index in your array. And remember to increment your counter so that you don't store all your values inside one subscript. When you're done reading the contents of your file into your array, don't forget to close your file. Now after that, you have to display the contents into a file. You have to display the contents of your array into your list box, and I'm doing that in a for each loop since we are not running any additional operations. Then when you're done doing that, you let the user know that task has been done, like I'm doing right there. Let's run the program, see if we get the desired output. We should get a message telling us that done reading from WeCodeMembers.txt, and we should also see the contents of our file displayed nicely in our list box. Okay, there's the first output that we expected, done reading from WeCodeMembers.txt. Okay, now the final output right there, contents of file in a list box. Thank you guys for listening.